Kevin Stefanski shares public feedback of Dillon Gabriel's Browns debut. Kevin Stefanski sounded off on Dillon Gabriel's debut as starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns against the Minnesota Vikings in London. Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski had plenty to say following Dillon Gabriel's starting debut at quarterback, offering a measured but encouraging assessment of the rookie's first game under center as the starter. Stefanski noted that there were a lot of positives, as well as the line that has been said for years during his tenure in Cleveland. The Browns announced last week that they were making the switch from the 18-year veteran, Joe Flacco, to their third-round rookie quarterback, Gabriel. In a season where the Browns have to look at what they have with their rookie quarterbacks, Stefanski gave the young signal caller a chance to prove himself in London against the Minnesota Vikings. The 22-year-old followed a game plan typical for a third-round quarterback making his first start, a heavy emphasis on short passes and limited attempts to push the ball downfield. Gabriel avoided major mistakes, including turnovers, but he did miss some throws that most NFL quarterbacks are expected to make. Stefanski acknowledged these mistakes as part of the learning process for a rookie. For a young player in that environment, versus that defense, to take care of the ball, make the plays he made, there were a lot of positives, Stefanski said, reinforcing his confidence in Gabriel's potential. Gabriel finished the day yesterday completing 19 of 33 passes, 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. The missed throws are some that Gabriel would like to have back, but those moments highlight the learning curve that comes with adjusting to the speed and complexity of the NFL. The Browns' offense as a whole also leaned on tight ends David Njoku and Harold Fannin Jr. to create separation and make plays downfield. Their production helped support Gabriel, giving him reliable targets and get him more comfortable in the pocket. Gabriel's poise in London is a positive sign for the Browns' future at quarterback. The coaching staff now has a baseline of what he can handle in a game environment, and the next few weeks will be critical as they evaluate how he responds to game planning adjustments, defensive pressure, and in-game adversity. For fans, the key takeaway is that Cleveland is giving Gabriel a chance to grow into the role rather than expecting perfection out of the gate. Stefanski's comments underline that the rookie's value isn't just in raw numbers, but in how he manages the offense, protects the football, and makes winning plays in a high-pressure setting. Looking ahead to this Sunday, with a date at Acrisure Stadium with the Pittsburgh Steelers, a place where the Browns have not won in the regular season since 2003. Gabriel will be facing a tough challenge against that always tough Pittsburgh defense, and you expect Kevin Stefanski to do his best to protect the rookie quarterback. Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski isn't usually one for headline-making comments. He's measured, analytical, and rarely strays from his classic, even-toned press conference approach. But following rookie quarterback Dillon Gabriel's NFL debut, even Stefanski couldn't help but show a rare flicker of emotion, a mixture of pride, caution, and belief in what could be the start of something special for the Browns. The Browns may not have come away with a win, but Gabriel's first start painted the picture of a young quarterback unafraid of the moment, and a coach who clearly believes the future is bright. A rookie in the fire. Dillon Gabriel, the dynamic left-handed rookie out of Oklahoma, took the field for his first NFL start against the Minnesota Vikings under less-than-ideal circumstances. Injuries had decimated the Browns' quarterback room, leaving Stefanski with little choice but to hand the reins to the young passer. No one expected perfection, not with the game speed, the defensive complexity, and the relentless pressure of a real NFL defense. But what Gabriel delivered instead was grit. From his first series, Gabriel looked poised. He showed the same composure that made him a college standout: quick reads, smooth footwork, and a knack for finding soft spots in coverage. The stat sheet didn't sparkle: 18 of 30 for 215 yards, a touchdown, and 1 interception, but numbers didn't tell the story. His confidence did. His energy did. And Stefanski noticed. Stefanski's first impressions. Dillon competed, Stefanski said, his tone calm but unmistakably proud. He stood tall in the pocket, took some hits, and kept his eyes downfield. That's what you want to see in a young quarterback, not shying away from the moment. It wasn't just what Gabriel did, but how he did it. Stefanski praised the rookie's command of the huddle, his ability to process plays quickly, and the spark he gave to an offense that had, at times, looked flat this season. He's got a presence about him, Stefanski continued. Guys respond to that. You can see it on the sideline. He's not just playing, he's leading. Those words carry weight. For a coach who's worked with multiple quarterbacks in Cleveland, from Baker Mayfield to Deshaun Watson and beyond, Stefanski's public backing of Gabriel signals genuine respect. A glimpse of the future. For Browns fans, Gabriel's debut offered a rare moment of optimism amid a turbulent season. His mobility added a new layer to the offense, something Cleveland hasn't consistently had in recent years. There were plays where he escaped pressure, rolled to his left, and delivered sharp, accurate throws on the move. One highlight came late in the second quarter, when Gabriel avoided a collapsing pocket, rolled out, and delivered a strike to Amari Cooper for a 26-yard gain, a throw that sent the Cleveland crowd into a roar. "That was vintage Dillon," Stefanski said with a grin. "He's got that playmaking ability. You can't coach that kind of instinct." It wasn't flawless, far from it. Gabriel threw an interception on a deep ball that hung too long, and there were a few missed reads that kept drives from extending. But Stefanski emphasized growth over perfection. "You expect mistakes in a first start," he admitted. "What matters is how you respond." And he responded every single time. Leadership beyond the field. Perhaps what impressed Stefanski the most wasn't what happened between the whistles, but after them. When reporters entered the locker room post-game, Gabriel was surrounded by teammates, shaking hands, offering apologies for missed opportunities, and encouragement after a hard-fought loss. "He's mature beyond his years," Stefanski said. "That's something that jumps out right away. You see him taking accountability, talking to the O-line, encouraging the receivers. That's leadership. That's what you want from your quarterback." It's rare for a rookie to command a locker room so quickly, but Gabriel's authenticity and competitive spirit seem to have won the respect of his teammates almost instantly. Fans and teammates take notice. Around Cleveland, fans have seen plenty of quarterback experiments. From first-round picks to emergency backups, the position has been a revolving door for years. But Gabriel's debut felt different, not because it was spectacular, but because it felt sustainable. Running back Nick Chubb, watching from the sidelines while rehabbing his knee injury, reportedly told a team insider that Gabriel looked like he belonged. Even defensive captain Myles Garrett chimed in post-game.